Death be not proud.
Well, alright, you ignorant pigs. Put down your crack pipes and your beer bongs. It's time for me to finally get a Conquest Last Argument of Kings battle report out there. This one is it's kind of a relearning game. We've been playing with Conquest for probably 2 years. Over the course of 2 years, and we haven't really ever done anything with it. And then when we decided that Age of Sigmar sucks Donkey Kong Dong, and that they've messed up 40K 10th edition so frickin' bad that it's got no way back. It's got no way back. You need to fire some people, Games Workshop. They are incompetent. They might as well be volunteers at this point. Oh, wait, when you work at Games Workshop, you basically are a volunteer, because you never see anybody get fired at that company for gross incompetence. So they're just volunteers. Oh, look, I have the credit of working at Games Workshop. I guess I'll go start a YouTube channel and then I'll have followers because I know about knowing things about working at Games Workshop, and that's how it works in the UK. This game was developed by Alessio Cavatore. If you know anything about Alessio Cavatore, he wrote the Bolt Action System. He wrote the 6th edition Vampire Counts Codex. Not to mention, I think him and Rick Priestley wrote Warhammer 6th edition. And so that writer's been around forever. He also has, I think he also is the owner of Fireforge Miniatures, and he is also the writer of Kings of War. So I do like a good Alessio Cavatore game. I'm also a rabid Hail Caesar fan too, which was also written by Rick Priestley. So, you can go into detail about how good those writers are, both of which are former GW alumni, but I feel like they don't get the credit for being GW alumni. I guess maybe they should do a YouTube channel, but those guys are actually busy doing real things within the hobby. They're busy writing books. They're busy adding to their Napoleonic collections and being this thing called a real war gamer, which is what they are. This is game A. I played 2 games today, and game A is me against my buddy Dylan, who happens to be playing Old Dominion, and then I'll be playing game B, which is against my other buddy, who also happens to be playing Old Dominion. So I'm putting this one out on YouTube. Both of these will be available on Rumble. But if you want to see Game B, it'll be over on YouTube. The link to my Rumble account is in the description below, because Rumble is basically the home of all the battle reports. After I'm done editing this, I'm probably going to put a Old World battle report up on Rumble. So that is something to look for. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it, and we'll just go through the turns. So round 1, as expected, nothing happened. Just 2 light units come on. All right, going to 2. So nothing happened on turn 2, as usual. I just brought more stuff on. He got 1 medium infantry unit on and did not roll for the other. So it goes into him. It goes into supremacy. Let's roll off for supremacy on camera. Let's see what we got here. I got a 4. Oh, now you could choose if I'm coming in first or
yeah, look.
What you're gonna do. So here we are on 4, an unsuccessful charge and that was your 3rd activation. We'll go into my 3rd activation because you actually took the 3rd, and now it's like, I don't know what I'm going to do with these knights just yet, so I'm going to pass on these, because that's a giant unit of infantry there, and there's nothing I can do, so it's going to go back to you.
Okay.
And then, what else? Oh, the carries are out. I guess you can move up there. It's a little condensed board, but, I kind of like it. What should you think on your feet? So I actually killed some guys with her shooting, and then we're going into 5, so we gotta make our decks and see if our guys come on, our heavies. And our heavies will come on a 3 this time. So we actually got our first combat, the Household Guard have charged. Remember, they've taken 2 casualties, that's what the thing here now. If I remember that the best of men will allow me to reroll 6s, I hit you on 4s when we're inspired, because these guys be veterans. And I got and we're support 2, so that gives me an extra 6 attacks. So let's see here. Yep, Clash +1. Here we go. Bam!
And if you download the app, you can just look at every.
And did I get any 6s? I got 1 6, and we can take care of all these pesky 5s.
Yeah, that's cool. They have enabled that.
2 6s.
Yeah, dude, they even the cool thing is they even
all right.
do like a campaign and
now you've got a
campaign on the app. That's what's missing from so many. Oh yeah,
It's 5.
And the cool
10 wounds, sir.
Go to anything,
At your normal defense.
You can fucking get full.
What's your defense on those guys? Is it 2 or?
Yeah. They definitely pull low into it, that's for sure. Oh yeah.
So it's just 2.
So 2s or less, you get to save them.
Right.
Yeah, because they took away.
They took. I noticed that when I built that list this morning, I was like, well, shit.
Yeah, they used to have
They're nowhere near
Bastion
as
2.
tough. They used to be way tough.
So then they'd be 5.
Yeah.
Not anymore, buddy. Well.
So 3 saves. And then
This game has a lot more
here's
cool
my Noble
attacks.
Lord's
Like
attacks.
charge, you're not guaranteed to attack.
We roll
It
6s.
takes an extra action to actually clash after. Yeah. So like you'll see a lot of times people will do.
And these are in here at -1,
like
so you go down to defense 1.
Which is a kind of cool.
So I think that might be the unit. Maybe.
You ain't got enough juice for that.
Maybe not.
How many?
6, sir.
6 what?
Saves at -1 from the Noble Lord attacking.
Yeah, they're probably gone. Yeah. Used to be.
Without Bastion, you can actually kill these guys, and I feel like I did something today. I could go home on this note just right now and be like, I did it!
They used to be so tough.
And then, so you're down to 1 stand, and that was that combat. It goes to your activation. Archimandrite.
Bring some homies back.
See what I can do.
And then cast an offensive spell after.
What's now?
4 attacks at Clash 2. You got 2 successes. Defense of 3. Hey, we saved 1. Resolve.
Yep, now resolve.
We're good. All right, so we take another one.
-1 on that resolve because they're all terrifying.
-1 on that resolve. I believe we are a 4 on the Noble Lord, but I will check. So he's in the middle of shooting me with his carries. I did lose an extra guy, and then
whatever your barrage is.
we saved the
barrage 3 per stand.
we saved the shooting, and now you're casting a spell.
No, now he's shooting.
Now, oh, you said insanity. Now he's shooting, and you're shooting the guys in the house.
Yep.
With the girl who has look at that.
No, he's shooting these guys because that's the only thing he has range to.
Oh, you can shoot.
Yes, you can shoot in combat in this game. Sure.
What am I?
Okay, I'll remember that.
What's your volley? I think it's 2.
It's a 2.
So 1 hit.
God.
1.
All right. What's the minus?
Nothing.
Nothing. Resolve it.
Nope. It's
Well, there's
not
that.
resolve it.
What?
It's a fucking shooting attack.
Oh, okay. Yep. So a guy died. He died, and now it's my activation.
Yes, that's
and I
2
can shoot in
actions.
combat, you say?
Yes, you can shoot in combat in this game.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna shoot with my
Wand?
wand of power, my golden staff of power,
Okay.
and shoot that unit right there.
Okay.
I reroll 6s for deadly shot, and 4s, of course. 3, sir.
Make these all or you're dead.
Do it.
It's 2s, right? Was it 2s and
2s.
Oh well.
Crumble.
At least I activated them before they died.
Yeah. So there's no.
So one thing that's kind of cool about this game, but not kind of cool because it could work against you really, really bad, is what do you call it? The supremacy roll. So on turn 5, I was able to win the supremacy, and I got to go first with my household guard, which means that I got to charge, inspire, and clash with my guys before he got to do anything with his legionaries, which really cut down their number and helped me win that fight and get rid of those guys. Because one of the things that you want to do early in a game with Old Dominion, I think, is shut down the Archimandrite. The Archimandrite is a piece of crap. I hate that guy. We call him the Space Pope. So you got to kill the Space Pope immediately, because if you can't get rid of the Space Pope, he does still have some decent ability to resurrect his guys. It's just not ridiculously broken like it used to be. I think in game B, my friend made a roll and he was able to bring back 2 of his wounds, 2 wounds on a stand plus 3, so it's 7 wounds. He was able to bring back something like 7 wounds to bring his Praetorians back. So yeah, the Archimandrite, he's got to be stopped early. And Legionaries aren't terribly expensive. They're a medium infantry choice, they're a mainstay, and they're 100 points for 3 stands. They've got a move of 5, a clash of 2, 4 attacks a stand, 4 wounds a stand, to defense 1, and the only other thing that they got is a shield. Those guys not having the bastion anymore, really, really freaking good. I am on board with that, but at the same time, I think they might have to be defense 3 instead. But that I don't make the game, and I think being able to kill those guys a lot easier is just way better than it used to be. So that's all I gotta say there. And then when the turn ends, you have to roll for supremacy again. So that can work against you or it could work with you because by turn 5, one thing we messed up is that all of the units that aren't on automatically come on in turn 5. You just have to roll for turn 3 and 4 to see if the heavies are able to come on. And so and you also want to try to be pushing up your reinforcement line, because if you can have a unit come in the middle of the table on somebody's flank already facing them and it's a heavy unit, you kind of gain the advantage that way, which I think is a pretty cool feature for this game. Well, let's get back to it though. So we got a turn 6. I'm rolling up the household guard. They need 4s. We're inspired. Here we go. And we re-roll 6s because he is the best of men. But he's a little androgynous for my tastes.
Right up your alley, homie.
Gold Dust. That's what we're going to call him. He does have gold armor on. President Gold Dust. So you have got on you, looks like 9 so far, and then...
Right. 9 at defense 3.
And then we'll roll up the noble lord here.
3 less.
Seriously?
How many ones I got each now? 5?
I think that gets rid of 1.
W.
6.
2,
6.
4, 6. Barely kills 1.
Barely kills 1. Now my noble lord.
So if it didn't, would it survive, or do you calculate which mark how many
You'll put
hits
wounds
it
on.
took? Okay.
Okay, so I don't get cleave with this, so that's pretty good, but you do have an additional 7 you got to deal with.
Okay. So you need to make 2 to not lose another golem, Dylan. Tell your dice that.
Come on, Dak.
These dice roll
It's only
high.
a 3 or
Why?
less.
Why is it rolling so high?
Because you're rolling hot.
4s, 5s, Jesus. Okay.
Well, you saved 2, and I only did 7.
So that one's alive.
That one's alive with 1 wound. You rolled too many dice, but that's all good.
Now you can fight back when it's your turn.
And you can fight back when it's your... So we got 1-for-1 stand in that fight there, and it goes back to my what do you call it, activation. And we're gonna aim fire at something.
So it's 4 dice.
4 dice for insanity. The carries move up.
Come on, I'll
and cast
your left.
insanity at the knights.
Is it 4 per stand then?
No. Okay. It's 2 per stand. Fuck.
You only got 1.
So 2.
Dude.
So 2.
But seriously,
At my
though,
lowest resolve.
I haven't got this many
No, it's
4s, 5s,
amazing
and
rolls. It's just
6s.
the wrong game.
Let's see what we got here. I think I got 1, and so I'm going to take a wound. Is it 2 wounds per? It's just 1 wound.
You just take, if you roll any 6s, you take 2 wounds.
Ah, all right. So I took a wound from insanity.
Alright, your turn.
My
Because you moved to get
activation.
up there.
The noble lord is going to attack into that melee again with his eccentric fighting style abilities.
So,
Dong Fu.
Aura of Death.
Dong
right?
Fu is what it's called.
Would Aura of Death work on that character
Yeah.
then?
Got to
So now
reroll
that
with
unit's
6.
gonna take,
Take 6?
yep, whatever your aura of death is.
3.
What you need doing is reroll 6s.
No shit.
Alright.
All right, I already Dong Fu'd him for 7 wounds.
I'm not
taking
bringing
3
these
hits.
dice.
Oh, I'm
Not to be
taking 3 hits here?
superstitious, but I'm not
Activated
bringing
aura
these
of death
dice.
3.
All right, on here. Oh, over there, I'm taking 3 hits. Minus
Well,
10.
no. It's 3 per one. It's Aura of Death 3 per
Yeah,
stand.
so 6.
Oh, okay, so 6. And it's a...
It's just your normal save.
Normal
He just
save.
doesn't have to roll the hit or nothing.
Here we go. Yeah. So we're losing 3.
And resolves from that as well.
And resolves from that? Oh, shit. Dong.
-1.
-1, so 2. That puts it over there.
Well, that's better.
So that kills 1, and we
Yeah,
got
Aura of
1
Death is
here.
badass.
Bam. All
That's
right.
why it's cool to put the guy with the
So I just took...
in your normal units because it gives them aura of death.
Good. Yeah,
I just took Aura of
yeah.
Death, which sucks. You take 7 wounds from my guy activating and swinging into that unit.
Okay, so 7 saves for you, Dylan.
And
No
then-
cleave, though.
No cleave, so
This
it's on
is gonna be
3.
shit. I can already tell it's on 3s,
If you
right?
fail all these, you're dead.
I honestly won't.
He has 1 wound left.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Dude, what the fuck though? What the fuck?
So the one dies and he takes 3 wounds, so he's got 3 left.
That's crazy.
Blech.
From some fucking household
Yeah,
yard
some
too.
little Don Hovens with yellow pants.
And
I wish I
feathers
got
in
that
their
first
hats.
If I'd have got that.
Just notes for turn 6. What's going on? We killed the bow golems with her staff of Redonculus, the Kistler Well, and then he's turned these guys, and it's his activation. Oh, you activated the Zeliarch?
Yeah, I'm done.
You're done? So goes to me. Crimson Tower. So we're rolling for supremacy. What do we got?
Dylan's first.
Dylan's first. Nothing I can
Do
do.
something good, Dylan.
Yeah. Your warlord.
Yeah, he is my warlord.
I probably got
that's
hosed.
3 points.
So he just scored 3 points. He killed my
Well, we killed
warlord's
each other's
unit
warlord.
with the Killy Insanity spell there, and now it's my activation.
Yep, so I can get
So I activated there. She has nothing to do now, so it goes back to you.
He's done.
Oh, you're done?
Yeah, Zeliarch is the
All
last.
right. So Household Knights, I don't think we can move and then charge, but we'll give it a
Sure
shot.
you can.
So they bashed it up. We need 9 dice. We need 3s.
Oh, now your dice
Now,
goes
now
to
my
shit.
dice are rolling to shit. We got 3, sir.
3,
So weird.
1.
You need 3s or less to save those. Hey, shit. There you
Take
go.
that.
I took it. All right.
That's
That was them. And then these guys won't be able to get in. They'll move closer, and that we can call it there. It's game 7.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. So there you have it, a basic game of Conquest, Last Argument of Kings. I really like how they changed up the Undead Resurrection. Again, those Legionaries not having the Bastion 4 kind of makes them doable. Because, you know, when I was going back into this, I'm like, what the hell am I going to hit these guys with? And then we started making lists, and we found out some things had changed, and they FAQ that in the app. You know, one thing I will give Parabellum credit for is not only do they fix their game and try to fix it well, they actually do like a 4 out of 5 job at fixing things that need fixing. Unlike in Games Workshop, where they just sort of go like, it's fixed. As little as possible, and their app is free. You know, where it's like if you turn on the 40K app, you are not a paid member for this app that you're using here. You're only allowed to have 1 roster at a time. Like you, Games Workshop. What is this, Match.com, where every single thing a dude does to interact with a woman has been monetized? Oh, somebody looked at you, but the face is all blurry and you can't see it unless you buy this function. Oh, you can see their face now? Well, you can't message them unless you do this function. And if you pay an extra $1, we'll make sure that the message gets there. And then if you pay us an additional $50, we'll make sure that you actually see only real accounts, not the bot accounts that we created to make it look like there's people on the website, you know. So FUGW on that one. Yeah, the 40K app is it's totally bogus. You can only have 1 roster at a time, which is BS, by the way. But their app is really good. You can look up your rules really quickly. And we played 2 games today. Started at 10. We started it just after about 10:30 when we were done with everything just before 1 p.m. Sat around bullshit, got out of there 1:30, came home, and I made this battle report. And so this experience has given me the thought that I want to start a second Conquest army. I'm thinking Wardrune, very like. On a 1 out of 5 scale, I'm thinking a 4 on Wardrune. There's still a part of me that wants to go city-states, but, you got to have a little bit of flavor in there. But plus, they got a bunch of Triceratops riders and a T-Rex, and if I have a matrix, a matriarch, I can call her Tammy and the T-Rex, because that's in her warband. So I'm bringing Tammy and the T-Rex, which is a pretty good movie, by the way. I suggest you check that out. Speaking of movies and other content that I do, over on Rumble tonight, I am going to be doing my normal live stream, but instead of a horror movie, I am doing animation domination. So I've selected a couple of shorter cartoons for us to watch, and that's what we'll be doing tonight at about 7:30 Standard Mountain Time, unless somebody calls me for a game. I think I had something historical going on this weekend, but I'm not entirely sure. No one's called me. I think that's next weekend. So, yeah, 7:30 Mountain Time. I will be I will be on Rumble, and it will be Animation Domination. So look forward to that. And that is for the month of July only. So if you're watching this in a prior broadcast, you're kind of SOL, but the video will be there. So anyway, that's all I got to say. I think I had a really good game. I liked how I was able to get my guys into the garrison and start shooting out from there. We agreed that because the front portion of the building had the porch and more windows, that would be the facing that I would shoot from. And if I wanted to shoot from the other sides, I wouldn't get all my shots or anything, because it just the number of windows is just kind of like WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. You need to make some garrisonable buildings that you can actually use. Kind of like there was the play on table battle report where they had the different forts. I thought those forts were pretty badass that they used for that. It was like I think that was a 1.5 game, so that battle report might not be up anymore. But getting those guys in there and then just ready, aim, fire out of there and kill the carries. Yeah, the other thing that's more annoying than the Space Pope are the carries, because for some reason they're always able to level up and just do tons of damage to my army. You know, so one of the ways I want to combat that is probably just bring another unit of knights. Maybe 2 units of just throwaway knights in a different warband, because I think I need to get some militia. That, you know, that's the one biggest problem with this game, is that there's always another box of something that you need to buy, but the plus side is you're not paying Games Workshop prices to get it. Now, I don't give a shit about the Games Workshop price. It's just that, you know, I don't feel like I'm being bent over the cash register as I buy the items, you know. So other than that, you know, you can check me out on Rumble. I am usually there most of my time. That is the official home of all the battle reports. Look for Battle Report B, and the reason you want to look for that one is because that will have the showcase of everything that I've painted for my 100 Kingdoms so far, not to mention the showcase for the army that I used to do today's game. So the link is in the description below. You can check me out on Rumble. If you want to get in touch with me and talk to me directly, I am readily available on Instagram. Link is also in the description below. So Instagram DMs are the best way to get in touch with me. And in case I don't see you, keep playing, keep painting, and keep fighting, my friends. And you'll see you in the next one.
Even you, puppy dog. Hey, you need to grow a sack!